Good afternoon, our listeners and viewers all around the world. My name is Olawale Femi. Today, again, we are here on our usual program, Youth O'Clock, where we usually have the youths. And we talked about the local government autonomy, we talked about the OYC, we talked about the Nigerian economy, and we also talked about politics. And it was a brilliant conversation. And our guest then made us to understand what's really happening in Nigeria and what's going on in Nigeria, the good things happening in Nigeria, the challenges and problems we are facing in Nigeria. Today, again, is going to be another version of what happened yesterday, but with different guests. As you can see, we have another different we have a different girl. We start today. He's gonna be talking about what really happened yesterday. Gonna be talking about same thing we talked about yesterday, but I'm very sure it's gonna be of different opinion. Thank you. It's gonna break. Welcome back. So we are reporting live from Oijefon Radio Vision in Ilaoloji. Once again, my name is Olawale Olorunfemi, and my guest here, sir, please can we meet you?
My name is Oluwaseun Bamigbola. You can also call me Ogbeni.
From Ilaoloji, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so let's start. There's this body we have in Ilaoluji, that's the OIC, the Different Youth Council. I've always been hearing about them, the things, the good things they've been doing, how well and how far they've gone. Are you one of them?
I am a youth of Ileoluji, so I think that makes me a member of the Oijefon Youth Council. I may not be one of the executive, but anything good that is happening in Ileoluji, happening to the youth, I think I'm happy about it, and that makes me a member of any organization that is doing good to Ileoluji youth. So that makes me a member of the
Oh, I
Oijefon
see.
Youth
So
Council.
can you please tell us a few things about them?
Like I said I'm not one of the executives, or I'm well aware of the activities, like the recent war against drugs, like drug abuse. I'm very much in support of that, and I'm well aware of the activities of the group, the monthly meetings in all the streets. I was present when the one of my street Lotta was held, and I believe that a lot of good things are going on in the Ojefon Youth Council, especially I think with the distribution of prepaid meters being anchored by George Bush and George Akishule. I think a lot of good things are coming out of Jeffon Youth Council, which I'm proud to be associated with.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. So let's talk about OIC. We'll not be talking much about that this afternoon. So let's quickly go into Nigeria itself, Nigeria economy. What can you say about Nigeria economy?
All right, I want to differ from a lot of people about the state of Nigeria economy. Yes, the inflation is high. Yes, the cost of living is killing. But we must appreciate the fact that the economy is reviving itself. For instance, I read in the news today now that Nigeria is no longer owing IMF, International Monetary. Yeah, Nigeria is debt free. They are no longer owing IMF, and that is, I think, part of the economic policy of the president that is paying off. A lot of things are happening, and I believe that the economic reform that the current president is undergoing will be beneficial to us. It might not be now, but I believe that in the long run, it's going to be beneficial to you, to me, and our kids to come. The talking about economy of the world at now is shutting down. There is nowhere in the world right now that they can say they have a better economy than they had in 2020 or 2019. So it's not particular to Nigeria. I'm talking about the high cost of living and the inflation. It's not particular to Nigeria. It's everywhere in the world. But I believe that steadily we are going to navigate through that, and I have a good hope that in the future we are going to enjoy the economic reform that is going on in Nigeria now.
Okay. So looking at what you've said, meaning the economic reform or the present government policy has not been going well with Nigerians,
Yes.
saying we should be patient. So,
Exactly.
looking at that, do you think the Nigeria youth can be so patient with the present economy? Because a lot of people out there have been, saying, this government is so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad. They cannot be patient, and maybe hunger everywhere. So, what can you say about that? And what advice can you give to Nigerians concerning the Nigeria economy?
Yes, I think if truly the youth believe that they are the future of tomorrow, and we believe that we are not going, none of us is going to die very soon, we are going to enjoy the dividend of this hardship we are going through now. Might be,
Okay.
hopefully, I'm very, very hopeful about that, because to me, a lot of people might not see what is happening. In the yesteryears, the past presidents, they've spent our resources. For instance, the subsidy removal is one of the best trick the current president has taken. The former president ought to have done that, but I think they were scared of the outrage from the youth. The youth are the direct beneficiary of any economic reform of the president. So that explains why everybody is not happy. Everybody now has turned to content creator about the current economic hardship of the country. A lot of youths in LG will differ from my opinion. A lot of people will feel, oh, this president wants to kill us. But I feel that if you understand that we are spending too much on subsidy, we are spending our foreign reserves, we are borrowing to pay subsidy. As a matter of fact, the former president, President Muhammadu Buhari, was printing money to pay salaries, but there was not enough money to save for the future. But let's talk about now. No governor in Nigeria has come out openly to say what the president is doing is bad. As a matter of fact, everybody is clamoring that there is no opposition in Nigeria. Do you think that the president is doing something wrong and all these governors are queuing to him? I'm reading the news that now that before 2027 general election, that four opposition governors will cross over to the ruling party. I think that is telling you that the governors are enjoying better than they were from the previous administration. For instance, the governor of Imo State said he was receiving just 5 billion from the FAC Federation account, and now he's collecting times three of that. You think that kind of governor will say the president is not doing anything? I think what we need to do now is to hold our governors accountable. Now the money is flowing to the states. They are receiving so much money, times three of what they have been receiving for the past years. I think it is now time to ask our governors that what are they doing with the funds they are receiving from the federal government. It is the right of the president to make policies to save the country, but the governors need to know that they are the closest to the grassroots. For instance, the federal government is coming up with a cushion effect to cushion the economic hardship. They are releasing loans, bailout funds to their state governors. No state in Nigeria has paid less than 70% of their debt. Majority of the states now are not owing they are not owing debtors again. This the years is in the year past when states want to release projects, they go for loan from banks to do that project. Now they have funds, enough funds to do project and to save. I think the state governors now need to look inward. The governor of Niger State is doing wonderfully in aspect of agriculture. They have vast land for our agriculture in Niger State. On those states, we do much of the cash crop, cocoa and maize. I think the governors, let me personalize on those states now, because I don't want to be sentimental about this now. I'm a lover of Ondo State. My father has a cocoa farm. Majority of us has cocoa farming this time. I believe that if the governors can look into that, go into the farm, make sure that there's enough money in the grassroots. Majority of us will forget that there's economic hardship. And let me tell you, you see, for a while now in Ileoluji, myself and my friends were joking about one day, and I said, where are we seeing money for parties in Ileoluji when we said there is no money? Virtually every weekend, we kill cows, we spend so much money on parties. Okay, bag of rice is costly, but no party every weekend and they will not serve rice. Where are we getting the money? Let us do ourselves. Cocoa sellers will not tell you that they are not enjoying this.
For sure. You know how much cocoa is now. You know
Exactly.
how much. We know how much it was last year, and this year already, maybe it's 18. 1 kilo is 18, 10K. We wouldn't know how far it would go at the end of the day. So that's a good one. You're speaking about the reform, the um, the subsidy remover, that which Tinubu did. I think after the removal, he was able to increase the allocation that goes to
Exactly. Each
states.
state.
Yeah, that's a good one. And each state have been able to pay their workers salary without owing them,
without
unlike before.
boring.
Unlike before. And you
Yes,
also said about the um what's the depth of each state.
yes,
They've
of
been
each
able
state.
to. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. So I just hope at the end of the day, this reform gets to the grassroots whereby people or Nigeria or the masses are able to live better life.
Exactly.
Able to live better life. That's a good one. So let's take a little break before we move forward. Welcome back. So, Mr. Speaker, let's move into politics. So, I will ask if you are a youth in politics.
Exactly. I'm a youth actively in politics.
Politics. Ogbeni Oijefon. Hey, that's good. I used to hear about that name, and it's a good one. I'm meeting you one on one today. I've been seeing you around, but we've not come together like this to talk. So, which of the political party are you mostly aligned with?
I'm a card carrying member of the ruling or progressive. Congress.
Or Progressive Progress. So, that's a good one. So, can you tell us little about APC recent government in Ondo State? Yes, in Ondo State.
Um, my party, the All Progressive Congress, successfully won the governorship election that was held last year, making it the second successive year. I think the third successive year that our party will be winning governorship election in Ondo State. And if you look at the result of the last elections, general election in Ondo State, you can see that Ondo State is a progressive state. Right from the days of Baba Jashin to the days of Baba Falaye, there was a brief break when we went to the PDP through Olusegun Agagu, then Mimiko of the Labour Party, and then back to PDP. And since Aketi Akeredolu came into power in 2017, I think the people of Ondo State can clearly see that the All Progressive Congress really means well for the people of Ondo State. Yeah, we differ in our opinion, we differ in our political beliefs, but one thing is sure: the All Progressive Congress are doing something right. That is why they are winning elections in Ondo State.
Even one, it's 18-0. Yeah, that was the
Exactly. That's the
first.
first time in the history of Ondo State. It means the
That's a
party
good
is doing
one.
something
Yeah,
right.
right. Right. So that's that. Can you also please tell us your personal experience in politics beyond voting?
Yes, youth need to understand that involvement in politics is beyond voting. As a matter of fact, I got involved in politics immediately after my graduation from the university because I served as the national president of National Union of Religious Students. That gave me a lot of exposure in politics. But I'm kind of a progressive from the core. I'm from a progressive family. I think that is the major reason why my opinions and my beliefs are aligned the beliefs of our core progressives. So I think my experience in politics has been very, very lovely. One thing about me, and I want every other youth in LG to see, is that politics is not a source of living. Politics is something you do to for your own interest and for the love of your community. You understand? Because the moment we start putting hatred and personal beefs into politics, that is when we go after each other, we name each other. Politics is, for instance, your guest yesterday is a member of the People Democratic Party. He's my bosom friend. We differ on our beliefs might not be the same, but we sit on the table and we agree a lot about a lot of things. Although our political beliefs might be different at times, but that does not mean that whenever I see him or whenever he sees me, he wish me bad. No, and that should be. I believe that the youth of nowadays, or especially ideology, should see politics beyond hatred. The fact that you're a member of PDP, I'm a member of APC, or you're a member of Labour Party, member of does not our political affiliations only matters on the ballot paper. The moment that is done, We should rally around the winner. We should make sure that our community benefits from whoever emerges, and we should not have evil mind against each other. Whichever party we belong to, I believe we should see each other outside, embrace each other, as long as the development of our community is paramount to us, and we believe that we have a brighter future. Because I always tell your guest yesterday that in the future, myself and him might still vie in the poll. That does not stop us from being friends, and that does not. I will never wish him bad, and I will not wish anybody bad, even if you not belong to my political party. You might just. I believe that politics is just online politics is for cruise. Politics is done from door to door. The way you interact with your people, the way you mingle with your people, you understand. The online politics, I can be online for 24/7 arguing with somebody about politics, but we see each other next and we discuss as if nothing happened. I believe that we all should just see politics as a side hustle, not as a main source of living. Because it's when you see that as a main source of living that you wish somebody bad. That is when you wish that somebody, because I don't know which why you wish somebody dead so that you can assume office. I think that is the height of it all. So as youth, we must embrace each other, irrespective of our political belief and political party.
Thank you. That's a good one. So, in essence, you can say politics shouldn't be a game of hatred or a
Exactly.
game of oneness. But we can also say during the campaign, pre-election,
Exactly.
there might be grudges
That is
between.
politics.
But
That is
after
politics.
the election, we should all come together
And rally around the
the
winner as
winner
well.
for a better development.
Exactly.
That's a good one.
We
Thank
you
you.
know one thing that is very sure is this: when you pick enemy with the winner, you will not see
That's
anything.
that's
But
that's true.
whenever anybody emerges, we should rally around him because he is now our representative. He or she is now representing us.
Yes.
Either he won the election through my vote or not, he's representing my interest wherever he is. So I believe that what is next is to table our interests to the person, and if the person really has the interest of the community at heart, he or she will oblige.
Thank you. God bless you. So let's have a rest a little bit. Welcome back. Our guest speaker. One of um the things Tinubu did was the local government autonomy. But looking at how the thing is going, I don't think that autonomy has been really implemented. And so that's about that. And again, I would like to tell us if you really support local government autonomy and what you can say about it and the benefits to the local government itself.
Local government autonomy is the way to go in Nigeria. I believe that it should be it should be a policy that should be embraced by all. But you can see the resistance that the governors are putting into this. As a matter of fact, they went to court to oppose the federal government's decisions against the local government autonomy. Let's come to think about it. The closest person to the average Nigeria is the councillor.
Yes.
If the councillor is just elected to sit at home, collect salary, and just you see the common Nigeria will not feel the effect of the federal government. A local government is entitled to about 300 million monthly from the federal allocation. Imagine that this local government is receiving 300 million monthly and the local government chairman has projects to do. Don't you feel that every ward will be affected by that amount? But the governors, unfortunately, they don't see light in that. After collecting money from the federal government allocation, they don't want the local government to breathe. And I think we know that the president said, let the poor breathe. The poor can only breathe when there's local government autonomy. The last time we enjoyed government in this local government was when local government autonomy was fully active during the era of engineer Boye Adegbemisoye. That was when projects were done freely by the local government chairman and councillors. Imagine that The local government chairman, no matter how callous he or she is sitting on 300 million and is living in my street. Don't you feel that we can mobilize few youths and go to his door and say, bros, you are not coming out today?
Yes,
But when they don't have anything, it's really pitiable to these elected councillors and chairman, because they have nothing. They are just going to the office there to act on the governor's instructions. So I think we the youths especially, we need to look inwardly at our state governors and let us leave the president to handle international relations and their policy making. Let us look, why are our governors against this local government autonomy? Why are governors against local government autonomy? Why are they against this grant? Why are they against local government freedom? I think we need to look at that. That's the next thing I think the youth needs to debate about and face, not this social media frenzy about is somebody or not.
Thank you. Actually, I was going to ask you the reason why the governors did go to the court to go against the local government autonomy, but with your last statement, like you said, why are they against it? Or it seems that you don't really know the reason why
You
they are
see,
against it.
it's not all the governors that are against local government autonomy. For instance, in Lagos State, they are going to have their local government election very soon. You can see how competitive it is. Local government chairman of Ikorodu is commissioning hospitals, commissioning hospital as a project, building hospital as a project. When last has the MHA in this Ondo State has the right to build a clinic? They don't have the funds. They don't have access to the funds because the governor has the say on every matter in the state. I believe that for Nigeria to work, we need to look closely at this, because after receiving so much money from the federal government, they still expect the local government, elected local government chairman to disperse the amount they receive from the FAC immediately to them. No state, no local government chairman in the whole 18 local government can boast of receiving more than 10 million naira in a month. They cannot boast of that. I believe that we need to look inward at this. We need local government autonomy is the only way to go in Nigeria, and I believe that that is the next agitation that we all must look into.
All right, thank you. God bless you. So that's that about ours as well. So let's talk about the youth political participation. We all know the importance of youth in politics. We know what they can do, we know what how far they can go well in politics. So what do you think are the hindrance of youth political participation?
Mm, one of the top hindrance that I know is affecting youth in politics now is I think majority of our youth nowadays are controlled by their emotions. You understand? Because when you look at the founding fathers of all political parties, past presidents before 1999, they ruled at their age of 30s and below. Why is it now that it's difficult for a youth of age 30 to contest for a political post? I think that's the question we need to ask ourselves inwardly and look into it. If the youth constitute the majority percentage of voters in Nigeria, followed by the women, are you telling me that we cannot sit down and decide to follow a particular youth, irrespective of the political party? But our youths, instead of you see, majority of the youths that are being that they are putting into power now are even disgracing these youths that are calling for youth to get into power. You see them embezzling money, you see them doing things that even the elderly ones are not doing. You understand? I believe that the recent president is putting youth in vital positions. For instance, we can categorize the present minister of youth as a youth. He's going from every NYSC camp to all. He's doing what the youth minister ought to do. And you now ask yourself, has there not been youth ministers before now? Look at the current minister of interior, Tunji Ojo. You can categorize him as a youth, and he's doing wonderfully well. Now you have your e-visa at a go. You can walk into the country. You get your visa on entry. You see, we need to understand the fact that youth are going to get opportunities. as year progresses. Nigeria, we can only deceive ourselves if we are saying that we want these things to change overnight. You understand? It's a gradual process. The youth will evolve into it bit by bit. You understand? Look at the contesting for governor in Ondo State. The present governor, and calculating as a youth, he's a very young man. He's in his 50s. Look at the governors that have come behind before him. It will be very rare for a man of 70 something now to come out and contest for governor in Ondo State. You understand? Look at I was there when Akeredolu said the next governor of Ondo State will be younger than him. I think Aiyedatiwa will now be living with the mindset that the next governor will be younger than him, and I believe that steadily the youth will be evolving. Let's look at the countries that are more sophisticated and mature than us. Look at the United States of America, Joe Biden. Look at Trump. Look at their age. Are you telling me that they are not mature? They don't have youth there? But we need to understand that this country steadily we are going to get there. But we need to build our mindset as youth that when our time comes, we want our country to develop and not our pocket to increase.
Thank you. That was a brilliant speech. Thank you. Thank you. So let's go on a little break before we move forward. Welcome back. So, Mr. Speaker, in Nigeria politics or Nigeria economy, in the next decade, what change would you like to see?
Thank you very much. For my future kids and for the future that we are looking at, I believe that what I really want to see in the future of Nigeria, we need to have social media maturity. We need, I think the youth needs to allow, you see, what we don't understand is that in these countries that we look up to, the government are regulating their social media. The rate of gun crime in the United States and the United Kingdom is more than that in Nigeria. But because our social media is not regulated, I can just sit at the comfort of my house now and just type that two people are killed at Ojo quarters and nobody, I don't expect any consequence. You understand? A lot of things are happening there that they don't allow, the governments don't allow you to do that on social media. You don't put that on social media. Nowadays, you see people who have accidents. Instead of us to try to save them, we put it on social media first. Who are the most dominant people on social media? The youths. You understand? I believe that the monetization of social media is causing a lot of things. I believe that for the future we are going to in Nigeria, we need a social media that is more regulated so that we will not believe that somebody, a certain Jubrin from Sudan is the president. You understand? Those things are not meant to be in Nigeria. We need to understand that irrespective of our political beliefs, um, like I said the other time, that steadily the return of the youths will come. And those youths that their time are coming in to understand that they are answerable to us. You understand? Irrespective of whatever you believe in, if a youth part of the OYC in Ileruji becomes a member of House Assembly next or hold a post in this local government, you and I know that he is answerable to us because he is more or less of our age mate. We will see him outside and we will question him that, oh, we blamed so person when he was in power. Now it is your turn. What are you doing with this power? You understand me? So I believe that for the economic reform in Nigeria, for the Nigeria economy, what I'm looking forward to is that in the nearest future, I want our currency to be competitive in the foreign markets so that our brothers and sisters who are going to for greener pastures abroad can come home and have peace of mind. Major reason why majority are just enduring what they are going through over there is current exchange rate. So when we have a very strong naira, when our naira is competing thoroughly with other currencies, we can sit down at home and enjoy the comfort of Nigeria. So I'm looking forward to a Nigeria where our currency will be competitive, where I can sit down and say, oh, even if a naira is equal to 100 naira, it's still okay. But it's exorbitant as one naira to 1,500. That is why a lot of things, a lot of youth
One
will.
dollar.
Yes,
Or
$1 is
almost
equal to
three. I will say
1,500 or
one.
one. Yes, that is why a lot of youth will spend close to 20 something million naira to go over there. You understand?
Because of the
That's
time.
yes, when our naira is competitive, when we have enough, we understand that people will not want to go there. You understand? Then secondly, the security of this country. I want a country where I can go to bed knowing fully well that my kids are safe wherever they are. The alarming rate of kidnapping and everything in Nigeria needs to stop. So I pray and I'm hopeful that a country where our security is intact, where our currency is competitive, where we can say that, oh, the news we see on social media are authentic. Not when somebody will sit at the comfort of his house and say that I will go to my GTB bank and close it tomorrow, and he's doing nothing about it, but it's misleading thousands of Nigeria to go and close a certain. You see, a lot of things are wrong about our social media in Nigeria. Somebody, old person, got a voice note on know that, oh, GTB bank is going to follow very soon. Go and withdraw because of what? How have we gotten to that? Are you understanding me now? So I hope that in the coming future, the security of this country will be top notch. I can go to bed and know that, oh, my siblings and everybody wherever they are safe. Not that you hear a call that somebody is kidnapped in the next 1 hour or so, you understand? Or you understand, you can just hear that somebody is shot anyhow. So I believe that the Nigeria of our dreams is achievable, and by the special grace of God, in the coming future, the economy of Nigeria will be one of the best in the world. And as youths, even if we don't have the capacity or the strength to japa, we can still compete very well with youths in other parts of the country or in part of the world.
Thank you. Thank you. In abstract, you talked about social media regulation. You
Exactly.
talk about the our currency value and security. Security. So those three are very crucial in every country's economy. Because of the insecurity in Nigeria, you can see how that has affected our economy. Uh,
Exactly.
Farming, people in the
Can no
north,
longer go
another
to the
place can no
farm.
longer go into the farm, and also the state of our currency. You see how it makes things expensive because of the way we export expensive things out there. Yeah, I don't know. Also, the social media regulation. That's true. And also, I want to speak about that social media of the thing. Do you know when this jam brought out their statistics on the results? I happen to say that 75% got um, less than 200, and only 25 got 200 and above. And there's possibility that even that 25%, people that will get 250 and above will be like maybe 1 or 2%. So it's because of social
Only
media.
0.24% got above 300.
And that's because of social media, TikTok,
You understand?
Facebook,
I think the damage
YouTube,
that social media is doing to this generation, I hope that it will not be konipeka tomo. Let me say it that way.
And concerning that, I think our parents also have what to do about that. You don't just have a child at the age of maybe that is still in primary school and just get him a phone, and we should
As
also
you won't believe
regulate.
that as old as I am, I still control what I post on the social media, because when my parents or when my sister see something I post and is not friendly, they call me to order
Hey, if you see
immediately.
what's happening on TikTok, you will see what's happening
I
on
don't even
TikTok.
want to go there. I don't even want to go there
Oh my
because
goodness.
you see, nudity is now everywhere. You will see, see we the current youths, we have a lot of work at hand. I told
Yes.
somebody when the issue of this jam came out, I said, and we refer to this student as the leader of tomorrow. Now he asked me, how does that affect? I said, the kids that both of us we have, it is these people that are getting less than 200 that will teach them. Or you don't know the danger at hand. In the yesteryears, 200 was the cutoff mark for your college of education. Nowadays, college of education now admit people that got less than 150. College of education produce teachers, if I'm right.
Yes, right.
And is it these people that got less than 150 that will teach our kids? I just hope that we are in safe hands in this country.
So that's that about that. Thank you for that. I would really talked awfully about that. So that's it. So lastly, because I have much time with us. So I will ask in history, which of the politicians do you really like or do you really get aligned with? or you like his ideology or ideology,
Thank you very
and why?
much. You see, I'm a kind of a blunt person. Everybody that knows me during my years as a student union leader in this community knows that I am blunt, and that is the reason why my own in history, the political leader I admire so much is Arakuni Akeredolu, uh, Oluwarotimi of blessed memory. Is a leader that we will miss forever in this state because he tells the truth to power. He does not care what will happen. If Akeredolu is still alive, do you think that bandits were kidnappers or no? He will
People
say
are
the
saying,
truth to
people are
power
saying,
because the closest security now that our people can rely on in the grassroots is Amotekun. And you ask them what weapons do they have? They have only two rounds of this gun they have, just two rounds, and they account to their commander before going out. How do you not expect that I'm faced with a I don't want to target to a particular tribe. I'm on my farmland and I'm being attacked and I cannot have access to the soldier, I can't have access to the police. I run to Amotekun office and Amotekun don't have any, they don't have access to ammunitions. You understand? Akeredolu will speak the truth to power. He has been the person that makes me fall in love with politics because I love his style of politics. It's just so painful that he cut off his life very short. And I believe that wherever he is, the Almighty God will make him to rest in peace.
all right, thank you, God bless you. We've come to the end of today's program, the Youth O'Clock. And our speaker, thank you for coming. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate you for honoring our invitation. And I hope when next we call you, you will honor the invitation.
Yeah, very well.
Thank you. God bless you. Thanks for coming. Once again, my name is Olawale Olorun Femi. Can you please tell our listener and viewers your name again?
My name is Oluwaseun Bamibola. I'm popularly called Ogbeni Oje.
Oijefon. I'm popularly called Witty. So thank you, our listeners, our viewers, for listening to us, for watching us. We'll come again next time on our program, Youth O'Clock, 4 p.m. Good afternoon.